the channel. Today I want to show you something. I have been trying to find ways to be creative using the stuff that I have here at the house. Okay, so for example, you know how I showed you all these stencils that I've had gotten years ago? Yeah, that's what started all this. So let me show you. I got these at a thrift haul. I sent one to my friend because hers is like a sewing pattern, but these were kind of neat. They all came in a bag, and I donated 2 of them because I didn't like them, but I like this one the most because it has the colors that kind of run in my room, and another one that says Florida, and that's where I keep all my swatches. Okay, so now this one, I got it a while back, so I can't remember, what, 6 months, 7 months ago. This one has stored all templates, I guess that's the word. Okay, for example, my daughter got a gift card from the school. Okay, and the gift card is like this, and you can tell that it's for Amazon purchases, right? It has a little hole here. I'm going to cover the family that donated to her because I don't want that to be displayed. But as you can see, it has a little pocket. Not a pocket, a window. See the window with the smiley face? So I said, how cool would it be for me just to trace this, all right, and do the same thing? See how neat it looks? Like an arrow. Think about it. Look, the tip right here and the fishtail, except for that. So I don't think they'll mind because I'll be honest, nobody will see my channel. But yeah, these I've had these for years. But let me show you. When the scrapbook store was open back in 2006 and 2007, they will do a thing that people once every 2 months, I think it was, that people that were scrapbookers and they were members from the store, their customers, they will have a sale. So they will get a little piece of table, and they will put everything they wanted to sell or get rid of from their home, and they will put a price on it, and the price, and there will be a number on it. See, like that one was 126. So for example, I'm Carmen Rosa, so my number was 126, and anything that sold under number 126 was the stuff that I was able to sell that day, or on that event, of customers selling their personal stuff that they didn't want to have at their home anymore. Let's put it that way. And it was a good way of making money. I bought this one for 25 cents. And these make these kinds of, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. This reminds me of those almond covered with sugar, container. That's reminding me of that one. Then I was able to get, this is a different story. This is something that I don't even know if I have the full set anyways, but this is another one, and it gives you 2 sizes according to this. I got one here underneath. Never used it, okay? Never have used it, but I kept it, and it makes that basically Chinese box, let's put it that way, for Chinese food, right? Takeout box. All right, these are templates that will make, says no scissor, no tracing, the create a lope. In other words, an envelope maker. And basically that's what you will end up doing with the template. So this one's like for big bags, because it also was for bags. So I got them here. Let me put this back because I don't want to misplace it. I'm gonna put it on the side right here. Okay, and so let me keep on showing. This is very easy to use. These were very easy at first. It seemed like it was complicated, but it wasn't. So this is another, this one says create a tag. It's basically a mini envelope. And the company, it was greensneakers.com. I don't know if they still exist. This is another envelope. And the size of it was 4 3/8 by 5 5/8. Again, greensneakers.com. So instead of, you know, no scissor involved, just tearing. Trace and tear. This is a rectangular one. And there was a tiny one too. So there you go. I'm showing you these things because this is how long I'm saving these things. I think they're fun. You don't have to spend any paper will do. You know, you don't have to spend money buying it. You can create it yourself. And this was this is how Green Sneakers, see, back in 2005. That's how long I've been doing this, guys. And so I decided I don't want to toss it. I want to keep them. All right. I don't want to toss this out. I hope my baby doesn't start barking. I call her my baby now because she is just, no, mommy. Shh. No. Quiet. Good girl. This one doesn't fit in here, so I'm just gonna leave it out. And put the little pieces in here. Okay. So, and then from there, let me show you. I got more. I love this one because it had different pockets. So these became templates as well. This is, to me, it's templates. I save them. All right. There you go. It's like a zine with pockets. This is also a template. All you have to do is just trace it and make yourself another one. I don't toss it out. And it closes in. You saw it, like the way I had to open it. This is another template. This one is like that. And I feel like this is like that one that I was about to do, so I don't think I have to do that. Mini tiny envelope. Same thing again, templates, and it has to do with those that I've been making. Check this one out. I don't seal it so that way I can use it as a template. Look at this one, made with vellum. Check this one out. I don't seal it, but it's a template. Look, just trace and cut. So anytime you want something to duplicate it or replicate it, I feel like this is the one that I was going to show you as well. So with this one, it's done. I don't have to do it. This is another one. Looks like those CD holders. This is another one. See? You got a pocket in here. Another one. Check this one out. Isn't that cute? Love the paper. Think my mind's eye. Ay, ay, ay. See? So it's nice to create stuff, except for when it's just one-sided, and this part, for example, would have to be exposed and doesn't have any decorations, then it will have to take some imagination and creativity just to do something with it, you know, to distress it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And then this is another one. Like if I want to replicate this, I just gotta trace it. So the ones that I make extra, I don't seal them because I am using them to replicate. So that's that. And then it kept on growing. Let me see. This is an idea right here. And then this is in Puerto Rico. My bank was Banco Popular, and I asked for an extra one of these, and I gently took it apart, and I can trace it now and make my own card holder. See that? Same thing I do with tabs. I trace this, I cut it out, and then I have a tab. This was a toilet roll cart template. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me show you, because it's been with me for years now, but it belongs to my husband. I have made it when the kids were small. I had made 2 of them, but then my husband said, oh, so I don't get one? And I made one for my husband, and he's had it ever since. And this is extremely, extremely old, guys. All right? This is what I made him. See that? Out of a toilet paper roll. So that's the template right there. Let me keep some beeping. Excuse me, mommy. Excuse me. And that's what it looks like right there. So this, if I wanted to replicate this, basically, this is my little template. Now, when my daughter was turning 15 in Puerto Rico, I was living there, and I was attending a church over there, a very tiny church, and I decided that I wanted to, you know, kind of celebrate it among the people from the church, and I wanted to do something like, you know, special. There was not a lot of youth in there, so I said, well, since we're always with them, let's just make a little party. And I created a little party without her knowing, and I did all this without her knowing. And this is one of those Burger King boxes that holds the fries in. This is my template. And so what I did was, once I created the box, I decorated it, and I put candy in it, and that's what we put on the table for people to have. So yeah, and this would be a nice template, but if I only had paper that long, and I don't. So I do, but I'm not going to use it for that, to be honest. But yeah, this is a Burger King box. If I, you have to just fold it in and then put it together and then glue the sides, and then you'll have a Burger King box. So when you want something like for a party, just go to Burger King and tell them, can I have one of those boxes? Can you give me one of those little boxes? And that's what I did. I went to Burger King and I took one of the boxes, and then I just gently, like I did the template for the card holder, gently took it apart, and then I traced it, I cut it, and I made that into basically goodie holding, So this is another thing that I have right here. This is my Birdie Dolls, whatever you want to call it, template. These I bought years ago. The girl and the boy. But it's something like this to me is so precious that I don't want to, use it because I ran out. So, and I won't find any more of these. So my thing is, use it as a template and then just trace around it and cut it out. Instead of just white, just do it on a either beige, brown, like a tan, nice tan, pretty color. This is a template for one of my dolls, a foot template, and one of my big dolls template. So there you go. See, huge doll. Birdie template too. It's the birdie, and then the wing. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way or this way. I feel like it's supposed to be that way, like that. All templates. So this is basically where I store all the templates that I have. And that's what I wanted to show you. So from this, let's create one. I found these papers while I was organizing, and they're too large to put it in my bins. So let's see one that I can use that would look. The only thing is that this is hard and these are flimsy. Let me see if I can find me the one that is not as flimsy as that one. Okay. Right. Again, one-sided. I don't know. I went to Hobby Lobby with my husband, and I walked out empty-handed because I was just looking for double-sided paper, because my double-sided paper I'm running out. I have others, but not vintage style. So okay, so all I want to do is trace it and lay it. I want to know if I can actually mimic Right here is one fold, so I'm just gonna put a little mark on each side, and there's another fold right here, and then I'll do that. Right, let me just put my husband's carrito there. Okay, I'm gonna be so you guys can see me. It's just that it's gonna be like a little bit far away from me, and you just trace. Trace it, trace it, trace it. Now hold it, hold it, hold it, because you don't want it to move. There you go. Then we'll trace the window in the inside. Now we know where to fold it. But before I fold it, I am going to cut it. I didn't tell my husband that I was recording, so if you hear anything, it's my husband with the dogs, like always. So my daughter was gonna toss that out, and I said, don't throw it away. I want it. She goes like, Mommy, like always. I said, well then before you throw anything away, just ask me. She doesn't like to accumulate things, but I feel like this is not a bad thing to have. You know, it's not a bad thing to have because it's useful. It's like, why should I buy one when this one's gonna help me create my own? Let me just put a little dash right in the inside because I can barely see that one. Okay, that one is good. I'm cutting these. And this video you'll see on Monday. So hopefully you guys had a wonderful weekend. I know my weekend hasn't even started yet. Hi. Yeah. So now, since I already did this right there, I'm gonna cut it, and hopefully I won't cut my fingers. There you go. Now I have to fold it, and the fold has to, I'm gonna do it first on the opposite side because I'm trying to see the little dashes that I made for where the fold is gonna be. So I just want to make sure that I have it in the right spot, and I do. So I just gotta go ahead and hit it with the bone folder, do it again. That's where my little mark is at. So I want to make sure I hit it there, and I hit it right here, and hit it again with the bone folder, and that's done. So folded the opposite side, and that's it. I'm done. Now there's one thing missing. okay, because this is supposed to be like a tuck. So I'm missing, if I'm not mistaken, even though this one doesn't have it, does it? Yes, it does have it. On the tail side, it has like a little tuck. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a peek at it and make a mark. I don't think it has to be too wide, but let me just do it like that. Okay, so now let's see my little tuck right here, and there you go. I did it. I did it. It doesn't have whatchamacallit, the smiley face, but I recreated something that was gonna go in the trash. I use it as a template, and there you go. It's a tuck. All you have to do is just decorate it any shape or form you want. So when you go out there and when somebody gives you a gift card, before you toss wherever you receive the gift card at, if it's kind of cute like this one that looks like an arrow, don't toss it. Shape, you know, save it as a template, and then you'll be able to recreate this for a lot of people. So you can put in here, I mean, just an idea. In here, you can put like a little acetate with some little tiny miniature beads, micro beads. In there, the word happy birthday inside stamped. That's one idea. And then attached to the inside the card. And then glue it. But as you can see, I recreated something that it was going to go to the landfill, and now I have, instead of a template, and one done. Isn't that neat? And look, same size and everything. Alrighty then, that's all I wanted to share with you guys. Like I said, I hope you had an awesome weekend. This is going to go out on Monday, God willing, and the creek don't rise. And I hope you have a blessed and amazing day. All right? Take care. Bye.